All right, we'll get started in just another minute or so. Thanks for joining us this evening. Good evening, and welcome to Season 5, Episode 20 of Robin's Piano Bar, where the drinks and the food are virtual, but the piano playing is real. I'm your host, Larry Kosson, streaming live to you on YouTube, Twitch TV, LinkedIn, and Bandcamp. Maybe Facebook too. Tonight's episode is Birthday Girl Special. And now, please welcome the birthday girl to her own home, our favorite piano gal, Robin Spielberg. There she is.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back for all returning live stream watchers, and welcome to anyone who's new. We're so happy you're here. Larry and I are doing live stream number 255 tonight, which happens to be my birthday special. So I picked a bunch of tunes to play tonight that are, there's really no theme. It's a big mishmash, as we would say. Kind of, some things might seem random, but they all have a special meaning for me that had to do with this year, for this trip around the sun, this specific trip around the sun. Just celebrated a birthday, and thank you all for your birthday wishes. I really appreciate them. So let's get started with this first one. This is the love theme from a famous Korean soap opera. I know you all know it, Gyeolyeonga. And
A small tidbit, this particular song hit 50,000 spins yesterday.
Oh, on Apple Music, right?
Music,
you get those stats sometimes. Mm-hmm. But my cover of this, especially popular in Asian countries where the soap opera drama became very popular. And so I recorded it in 2008 for A New Kind of Love. And why is it important for this birthday? Well, it was just, I was going through old photos, and I found these wonderful, wonderful photos of me performing in South Korea. And that was kind of a pivotal moment that led to a lot of things that I actually accomplished this year with the orchestra. So they're connected. And so I wanted to share this tonight. This is the love theme from Winter Sonata.
We had an eventful start to almost winter today with snow here in Pennsylvania.
Our first snow and a power outage.
Last night, yep.
We had
Boom.
one yesterday too, but fortunately everything's back up and running in time for the live stream.
I'm not sure, but I think they called it a bomb cyclone. There's
What do they
some
call it?
Bomb cyclone that came through the Northeast, yeah.
Oh.
It was a
We have a
pretty
lot of
big
new,
storm.
Like weather terminology lately, Larry, right? I
It's
got to
just-
keep up.
there's-
Bomb cyclone.
It's weather drama.
Weather drama-rama, definitely. So yes, kind of it didn't really stick very much. Well, a little white coating, but slippery enough, so you have to be careful if you're driving or walking to the mailbox. Any of those things. So this next one is very appropriate. This is in the heart of winter, and while we're not quite at solstice yet, we're getting all those feelings. Definitely feels like winter is almost here. Here is in the heart of winter. That was kind of fun to play with all these little twinkling lights for the holidays coming up. And so Larry and I were away. That's why we haven't streamed in a bit. We were in Illinois and Iowa in an area that they call the Quad Cities. Larry, do you remember what the Quad Cities are?
I do.
Rock Island. Forgot the other three.
Moline.
What was it? Oh, that's right.
Moline.
We were in Moline.
Davenport. And where we stayed.
Bettendorf.
Correct.
Ding, 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 ding. So we kept going across the Mississippi River, I think every day, several times. And,
Robin swam it once.
We saw people walking across the bridge, and it was really cool to kind of keep going over the river like that. And it was a fabulous 10 days because I did all the things I love to do. I got to play piano for concerts. I did some workshops with students on overcoming performance anxiety, gave lectures on music and mental health. You know, busy, lots and lots and lots of activities. And we came home, and this is the first time this has happened. We came home to the studio in disarray. Seems like
there was clearly activity.
Clearly, a couple of the felines were not happy about our little trip.
Actually, was there a live stream while we were away that we don't know about? Did you folks see something?
Yeah, were the
that
cats live streaming and using the equipment? Because it kind of looked like someone was in here.
Yeah.
We had a lamp on the floor, broken. We fixed it, but someone, I'm thinking it was Sasha. I don't know why I suspect her so much, but I do. She just has a guilty look on her face. She tore what did she tear? Like something out of the camera.
A power cord out of one of the cameras.
Yeah, she tore the power. We had to buy another one and get it sent FedEx so that we could stream tonight with the camera. Yep. Naughty kitties. We love them, but they definitely, something's happening here. So, this next song, as many of you know, my mom passed away this past spring, and this was one of her favorites. She's just, I don't know, favorite, but she did sing it a lot, and it was sometimes I join in and sing it with her. It's from Oliver. It's called "I Do Anything." That's a pleasure to play, and I don't know if you can tell, but Victoria, the piano, was just tuned yesterday by the fabulous Dick Leon, and makes me so happy when she's in perfect tune. Just coming here to check out who's watching and say hi. Hi, Vicky. Hello, Diane. Happy to see you here. And yes, Stephen, haha. When you mix Oliver and Annie, you get Olean. And hi, Marty. Glad to see you here. And Linda, oh, good. You're seeing one of the acts that Larry represents, the Tartan Terrors. They are hilarious and so much fun. Glad you're going to get to go.
We're likely going to see them there at that show.
You think we'll go?
Reading? Sure.
Awesome. We'll be there too. We were just in Chicago, and someone who watches the live stream on occasion was there. We took pictures. Svetlana, maybe you've seen her comment, some of the regulars, and so it was really great. It's always great to meet you folks in person. Hi, Sharon. Yes, you say sometimes you blame the cat for broken things. Yeah, you know what, Leonard? I love playing tomorrow because I think that it's just a really optimistic song, you know? And no matter how we're feeling about pretty much anything, you know, sometimes a good night sleep or shower, you know, can change your perspective, and you just kind of feel better tomorrow. Very, very true, that. So this is one I rarely play on the live stream. I composed this piece and we did this music video that's kind of fantastical and also a bit silly. It's called In Search of the Forest Fairy. And Larry and I and our daughter Valerie made this together, this music video. If you haven't seen it, you can watch it on YouTube. And it was, you know, we were all kind of bumming out because of the pandemic.
The thing that happened.
Yeah, the thing that happened.
That shall not be spoken of anymore.
Well, we are speaking of it.
No, we're not. Not speaking of it. Moving on.
I'm speaking of it.
Moving on.
It happened, and we were bumming out, and it was kind of a time of magical thinking. Magical thinking was required. So I composed this kind of magical song about fairies. It was also the year that I reinvented some classical masterpieces and put out reinventions. If you subscribe to my newsletter, you got to notice that that's all on sale, both the vinyl and the songbook, $10 off. Got a bunch of orders for those. Still going on my website if you want to check that out. And so a lot of, you know, interesting and creative things came out of that time. So here's to more magical thinking. This is In Search of the Forest Fairy. Yes, and that is In Search of the Forest Fairy. A question from Karen. What app do you use to get sheet music on your tablet? I actually use Fourscore. F-O-R Score. And you can take PDF sheet music that you scan from your books. Sometimes I do that and just upload them into the app. Or if you buy anything online, like Music Notes or Sheet Music Plus, any of those places, it will just import it for you. So any PDF you can put right in there. And what I really love about it is that during my orchestral debut, how I love saying that, last November, the score for By Way of the Wind was uploaded here on my tablet. And during rehearsal, I was able to tap it and annotate it. So when the conductor made some notes, I was able to type those in, circle things, highlight things. Pretty great, you know. So I love that. Puget Sound area. Yes, I think the Forest Fairies were blown away. Yeah, the video is super fun. We really had fun doing that, and I'm glad Valerie has that as a memory. Dressing up as a fairy because her mom made her, and
She was so mad.
Well, first she was very excited about the idea. At first she was super excited, and then when we got there, we got on set into the forest. Larry's with the cinematographer, and she says, "Mom, are you going to see my face in the video?" I said, "Why? Is that a concern?" Wait, she was all made up, and she said, "Yeah, I don't think you want to see my. I don't want anyone to see my face in the video," because she was worried in case it was really bad. She didn't want to be associated with it. So I said, "Well, I think we could accommodate you because it's called In Search of the Forest Fairy. We don't actually ever really grab you and find you. We're just going to see you zipping around. We're searching." So she was okay with that. Then, as soon as everyone loved the video, she was upset we didn't see her face.
Kids these days.
See? I said the same thing. Kids. So I made this In Search of the Forest Fairy, as well as this next composition is on an EP, which stands for Extended Play. Not quite a full album, but more than a track that I did a few years ago called All the Best Returns. And I had all these projects in between, so I never quite finished the full album, but I will be doing so. It'll be out in 2025, and if you want to buy a hard copy of all of the songs on a physical CD, all the pieces from All the Best Returns, as well as the 5 or 6 new ones I'm going to be putting on soon, you'll be able to do that next year. We're getting that all figured out. In the meantime, here's the title track. It's a good piece for a birthday, All the Best Returns. Good piece for New Year's Eve, right? For a good New Year. And I really loved composing this piece because it's a waltz. I love waltzes. And I hope that some ballroom dancers discover it and dance, choreograph something to it. This is All the Best Returns. So those are two back-to-back from the album Beautiful Dreamer. And I chose those because, Beautiful Dreamer is one of the first tunes I ever learned. I was a toddler playing on this play-by-numbers organ. And Valerie, of course, for our daughter, it was a milestone year for her because she moved out, got her own place. So that was kind of big in this birthday year. Joanne, thank you. You like my jacket. Thank you so much. Kind of Mardi Gras colors, but I like it, right? Kind of comfy to play in, so thank you for noticing that. Oh, well, that's interesting, Vicki. You heard Beautiful Dreamer on a music channel, and that's how you found me. You know, it gets harder and harder, it seems, to discover or find my music. I mean, it's readily available with a Google, but I mean, did you know, fun fact, there are over 100,000 new pieces of music uploaded every day to streaming services like Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Amazon Music, etc. Over 100,000 per day. So it is amazing that there's so much music out there. But it's also harder for someone like me who's been in the business a long time to get discovered, or as we say, playlisted, put on editorial playlists by those services if you don't, not with a big label and have big bucks. So the best thing for me is that if you like my music, that you tell other people about it. Go ahead and send them a link to a playlist, gift them a CD or a songbook or a vinyl or a t-shirt or something from my robinspielberg.com website for the holidays, for birthdays. That would be awesome. And something that's completely free to do is simply write a review on Amazon.com for any of my albums that you like. Kind of helps the algorithm. Pass along my newsletter, forward it to a friend who you think might like the music, buy tickets to a show. Speaking of shows, Larry, when I look at the comments on YouTube, let them know the upcoming show. The next one is live and in person.
Let's see. The next show, live and in person, will be... Is it the Kate? Is that our next one?
No, it's Largo, Florida.
Largo, Florida. That's right. We'll
be
in Largo,
January 25.
Okay.
And then we have shows in the New England states, right?
All you New Englanders.
Not necessarily in this order, but Vermont, Connecticut, and Natick, Massachusetts, right? All around the Valentine's weekend. Right. So those are on my website, all there. A few questions I've got here on YouTube. Thank you so much, Bill, for wishing me happy birthday, and Frank. And Bill wants to know why the cats have access to the recording studio. There's no door. That's why. It's really our living room and our dining room. There's no door. But our daughter lives nearby, and she takes very good care of our kitties while we're away. Rebecca, thanks for watching. You're learning to play piano. So happy you are. I do have, if you're interested, Rebecca and others, on my YouTube channel, there are several playlists you can look at. And one playlist is called Robin Spielberg Piano Tutorials, where I'm actually showing you how to play some of my pieces that might be of interest to you. All right, next up, tis the season.
Show us how to play, Rob.
Show you how to play?
Show me how to play.
I'll just show you how to.
Okay. The next song.
Next song is Carol of the Bells. Simply because I look forward to playing this every year around this time. And I recorded
Carol,
this on
if
my
you're
album.
Watching, this is for you.
The original name, Larry, is the Ukrainian Christmas Carol.
I know.
Yeah. Somewhere along the line, people started calling it Carol of the Bells. But it's the Ukrainian Carol. And I recorded it on the Christmas collection. So I see Patricia asks, do you have any tips for introducing the piano to a 6-year-old in first grade? Well, yes, I do. We want to make the piano something really special, like a special treat. So, when I was about 5, I remember my mother taking me to the library so I could get my own library card. And of course, that was free and I could use her library card. But she made a very, very big deal of this, that there's a whole world of books, and you can access it with this card. But you have to be a big girl to have one. So I was so excited to get one. So you can say, now that you're 6, you're allowed to touch this and hear all the different sounds. And I can't spend too much time on this in the live stream, but I would start by identifying middle C on the piano and asking her or him if she could find all the C's. Here's an A. Can you find all the A's? Yay, yay, win. And if and when she gets bored and wants to get up, just get up. All right? 5 minutes is all you need. Little 5-minute introductions showing different things and how they sound. So hopefully she'll treasure those moments with you, and we'll want to come back, right, for more. If you have any other questions, type them on in. If I don't see them, Larry will, and read them. And, Rebecca, I'm glad you have the songbook, Heal the Hand. That's great. I think you're going to enjoy it. I think you will enjoy it. Okay, so this one is, this one's for you, Larry. It is Irving Berlin's They Say It's Wonderful.
We're celebrating your 29th birthday together this year, right?
It's a good way of putting it.
Robin's
Spent 29 birthdays with you.
Right.
Maybe 30, because I think we
30.
had.
Okay, so
we actually had a birthday.
You're actually
we weren't married yet.
You're 30 this year. Perfect.
Yes, I'm 30.
Okay.
In my brain, I am.
I turned 60.
Yeah.
Turned 30.
Tell the doctor that, because he told me no more like 10-hour gardening marathons. You're not 30. I'm like, what? I'm not? No, your backbones are no longer 30, and they don't like it. So I have to remind myself sometimes, because, you think up here, all the things that you just did as a kid and think you can do them. Here it is, Larry. This is for you. They Say It's Wonderful. It's a love song. Thank you, Liz, for the birthday wish. I appreciate that very much. Hi, Fran, and thank you for your kind words. So, this next one, all right, also, also for Larry. Okay, it's called "If He Really Knew Me," and this is a musical that not a lot of people saw. It was called They're Playing Our Song. Marvin Hamlish wrote it. And I remember seeing Robert Klein and Lucy Arnaz in this on Broadway and had so many great songs in it. None of them became big hits. But the song reminded me of how I was feeling at the time, that it's really hard to get to really know someone and to feel seen and have someone really know you. And so I want to say here just publicly how fortunate I feel that I have that person, that Larry sees me and knows me. Here's a good example. We go on the road, and he knows that I get very overwhelmed if I look at the full schedule, right? Because there'll be like, it's just too many things. There's so much and so many places to go, and my brain starts to like race and get worried about being there on time and getting lost and all the things. And so he knows that we wake up in the morning, and I'm like, okay, what are we doing now? And he says, well, at 8:30, you're going to go give a talk on music and mental health at this high school. I'm going to take you there. I'm like, okay. And then we finish, and I go, what's next, Lair? And he goes, well, you're going to be able to take a nap at the hotel, and then after about an hour, we're going to get ready, and you're going to go to a workshop at a middle school with these choir students, and you're going to listen to them sing and give feedback. I'm like, okay, that sounds great. And then we finish it, and I go, what's next, Lair? And he goes, well, you've got a 5:30 sound check, so we can get a bite to eat or go to the theater. So he keeps track of all of this for me so that I can just do my thing and not wig out and get all stressed, because he knows me, right? Because he knows me. And just go from thing to thing. I just say, what's next? And off we go. So he keeps all that in his head, has all the directions in the GPS ready to go, sets up all the CDs, does all the stuff, brings all the costumes to the green room. Like, it's just all set up. So all I have to do is just kind of navigates where I need to go. And people often ask, how do you get so much done? It's because I've got him. So here is hoping everyone finds someone who gets to really know them and what their needs are. This is If He Really Knew Me.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, I think I got a little smile out of him over there. I can see way in the distance. What's up, Blair? Any questions? Anything I should know in comment section?
No information to share at this moment.
No information to share at this moment. Although I do see that Curtis sometimes sings a song to his cat. I have been guilty of that myself and have written more songs for my felines than I care to admit. I don't know what makes them so worthy of so much music, but yeah, they all have their own theme songs. So here's next. We've got Solstice Celebration.
Coming up. So if you're just joining us, Peter, we're celebrating Robin's birthday.
Oh, is he just joining us? Hi, Peter. You'll have to watch more in the replay. So this is my birthday. This is the Birthday Girl live stream. Good time to give a little station ID. Is that what we call it?
That's what it
Season
is.
5, episode 20, live stream number 255 for those who are counting, and it's all like Birthday Girl picks. I chose Viva La Vida. I recorded on Love Story, the Coldplay tune. Translates to living your life, and it has those lyrics where we were younger, we felt on top of the world, we're just king of everything, queen of everything, you could do anything, and it takes a little bit of a number of trips around the sun to realize that the world does not center around us. Not all dreams are going to come true, and there's going to be a lot of disappointments. Just go ahead and be a professional musician, and you will see how many disappointments will come your way. You could sign up for free. All kidding aside, it's a great life, I think. It's a great life. It's what you make of it, and I'm very grateful to have my corner here at Robin's Piano Bar, and that you invite me into your homes or wherever you're streaming. Maybe you're in a gym locker room. I don't know. Some people listen in their cars.
You didn't choose it, but for my birthday stream, I chose Corner of the Sky, right?
You chose Corner of the Sky. We chose a lot of bicycle-themed things.
I did, but Corner of the Sky is all what you just mentioned. It's all
yeah. But I wanted to put this one in, Viva La Vida, because it does talk about, what used to be. And
live your life.
Live your life, Some ships have sailed. That is true. But there are others.
No regrets, Robin.
No regrets. Well, this one is kind of in the same theme, right? A little bit. This is an Adele tune, When We Were Young. Is there a kitty in here? Mm-hmm. Whoops. That's Siri talking.
Siri has something to say about that.
I don't need you right now. She said okay.
She said okay. Okay.
I see a little chat here about people hitting the wrong emojis. Sometimes I do wonder. I look back at live streams on the next day to respond to some comments I didn't get to during the live broadcast. And sometimes I see an angry emoji and I think, what did I say or play that made someone mad? But now I see that sometimes people try to hit glad, but they hit mad. Good to know. Hope I don't make anyone mad with my piano playing tonight. Bipartisan show. Usually there's not a problem. Gosh, I can't believe we're winding down already. It's 10:14, so we've got 15 minutes left to my birthday show. I'm so glad you guys tuned in. Larry, when is the next one? We're not here Thanksgiving weekend.
So
we've got
2 weeks.
2 weeks. What date is that?
December 6th, I believe.
Yes, December 6th is when we will be back live streaming next month. So looking forward to that. I think we'll have one or two.
It's our only November live stream. We've just been, I realized.
Sad.
Siri, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, Siri keeps chiming in. She's feeling neglected.
So, I realized that we haven't been.
Well, we have
home
Thanksgiving coming up, so I wish you guys all a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. So grateful to all of you.
Kitty and Morris, I know you're watching tonight. So sorry to have missed you.
Yeah, they were in town. People come to town and we're not here.
Yeah, we have not been home
Yeah.
for a weekend now and
but
a month of Sundays.
Yes. But here we are. And this next one, I believe, is on the album A New Kind of Love. It is called Starlight. I love looking up to the stars. Rick and Dottie, you understand. Now you're watching here on YouTube. You like staring at the stars too. Just gives me such a sense of wonder.
I know it's kind of random, but I had an odd memory the other day about going out in my parents' backyard when I was little and trying to dig, to basically to China, thinking if I can dig all the way down.
I thought you were going to talk about looking out the stars in your parents' backyard.
Because I was looking at the ground. So
Larry, you were looking in the wrong direction.
I was looking in the wrong direction, but I got in so much trouble because my parents' backyard was on a right-of-way, which meant there were probably pipes there.
Well, Larry, this song is not about digging in the ground. This song is about looking up to the stars.
Perfect. Perfect
Starlight.
segue. Perfect segue.
I don't know why that popped into your brain, but I
did.
don't think I know any songs about digging.
Yeah.
We'll have to think about it.
We'll have to think.
We'll kind of
that could
honor
be a
that.
whole live stream.
Honor that memory in some kind of way. I had to include that because it's one of my favorite songs. It's one of my favorite songs from childhood. And in fact, the recording that I did in 2009, Sea to Shining Sea, A Tapestry of American Music, was inspired by the fact that when Larry and I went into our daughter's 4th grade classroom to talk about like careers and what we did for our careers, and I spoke about music and how there's a subset of American music that we know, whether we're 9 years old or 99 years old. No one raised their hand when I brought up the title, My Grandfather's Clock. And it floored me and disappointed me. They all knew Home on the Range. They knew Bicycle Built for Two. They knew Oh Susanna. They knew a lot of the songs that I ended up recording on that album. But came home and thought, wow, I'm so surprised. And Valerie said, well, Mom, maybe you should record it and let people know about it again. So that's how that project came together. And she ended up being the tick-tock on the Grandfather's Clock and the bells on Bicycle Built for Two. She was in the recording studio at age 11. Pretty sweet memories. I wanted to revisit that one for this birthday live stream for sure. So glad you guys could all join as you did tonight. Thanks to everyone who sent over a tip to keep the lights on around here, keep it all running. You would not believe how crazy it is to do this stream.
Especially when cats rip out the power cords.
Yes, we don't have insurance for the cat damage, but that's okay. It was okay. I'm going to leave you with this piece.
There was a question before.
Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. Question.
So Patricia wanted to know what your dessert was for your birthday.
Oh, my favorite, red velvet cake.
Yeah. And Patricia, just so you know, we went to our favorite local restaurant, Vortex, to celebrate Robin's.
We had pizza.
At
Vortex, and I had red velvet cake, which is my absolute favorite cake. I love chocolate. I do love chocolate cake. I'm not going to turn that down, but for some reason, a good red velvet cake just hits the spot, and so that was good. And thanks for joining me. If you want to watch any of the live streams, you need a replay on this one or any of the other ones. I would say about 90% of them are archived on my YouTube channel. Just click youtube.com/Robin Spielberg. Go ahead and click that subscribe button while you're there. That way you'll be notified when there's something new. And then you click on playlists and you can watch seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, while you're sewing or painting or cooking or whatever you're doing. Go ahead and watch them. They're free. And enjoy.
After 255 live streams, there's a lot to catch up on, folks, if you're new to the live stream.
You know what? The one we did for Halloween was really fun. That's 1025. That's the last one we did, I think. Was it? It's called What Scares You?
That's right.
You had a lot of spooky effects. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Check that one out if you haven't seen it. So I'm going to leave you with autumn leaves because it's not quite winter yet. We're still in autumn. Some of the autumn leaves are still hanging on. And people south of us still have some nice colors out there on their trees. So leave you with this one. Thanks again.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Thanks for your continued support. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a great holiday. If you're traveling, travel safe. And we'll see you in a couple weeks. All right, Sasha, it is your turn.